up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I don't want you guys to think I'm bandwagoning it all because like nobody's like copyrighted this idea and like a bunch of people do it. But I'm gonna just try and do some year-end lists for you guys. You know, I'm not a music reviewer or anything like that, and this channel basically focuses on one band. But I'm trying to give you guys like my, you know, personal preferences on music that was released this year. So yeah, today's video is going to be my 5 favorite songs of the year. The reason it's only 5 is because I don't listen to like brand new like pop radio singles or rap or R&B. I'm in my own like little bubble of music. And I know some people would, you know, be like, you're listening to it wrong because you only listen to, you know, 10 bands, you know, opening your music horizons and, you know, making a spiritual experience. In my opinion, you can't listen to music wrong. You can do it whatever way you want to. That's a topic for another video. Let me know if you'd like to see my opinions on that. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably know who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to leave any, I'm not going to throw any shade today. Anyway, my top 5 favorite songs of 2017. Here we go. So number 5, this was their second song released off of their new record, All We Know of Heaven, All We Need of Hell. A lot of people had some different mixed emotions about this song because they went into a more pop direction than they have ever gone really in the past, including White Noise, their earlier works. They were more of like a post-hardcore band. A lot of bands nowadays are trying to go in that more mainstream pop direction. But I feel like the difference between this song and other songs that bands, you know, tried to get into that pop direction was, yes, it was more, you know, drum kits and a lot more like melody based than like instrument based and vocal changes and things like that, and lots of vocal layering as well. But the bridge of the song was pretty much hard, like rock screaming, which I appreciated that you could put different elements of different genres into one song to make it an alternative song, because that's what they are. They're an alternative band. Just because it's not straight rock or straight pop or whatever doesn't mean they're not an alternative band, and that you can see their roots in the song while they're trying to evolve, and I really appreciated that, and I really enjoyed that song. It's like one of my favorites, probably of all time from them.
Your stitch comes loose. I wanna sleep on every piece of fudge and stuffing that comes out of you. I took too many hits off this memory. I need to come down.
My 4th favorite song that came out this year is Hold Me Tight or Don't by Fall Out Boy. Now I know this song just came out like a month ago, but out of all the releases, this is my 2nd favorite song that they've released this year. This song is actually charted. I'm very proud of them for this song because I think everything that they have released on this album cycle has been completely different than the next, and I do think that's the point. But I feel like this is a direction I can see them still going in. Not so much like the Latin influence, because obviously that's there and not all their songs are going to be like a Latin influence song, but I feel like this more kind of pop rock direction is somewhere Fall Out Boy needs to kind of keep experimenting with, because I feel like a real gem is in there, but not necessarily this song, but I do feel like that this is leading to something great from them. So I like the lyricism. It reminds me of older Fall Out Boy, like Take the Tree Grave from Under the Cork Tree era stuff. That makes me really excited to see what the rest of Mania holds, the rest of the lyricism of this record. I love the music video. I'm glad they're actually in it for the whole thing, which is nice, because, you know, I do love them. And I don't know, it's just a very enjoyable song to, you know, listen to and sing along to, and Patrick's high notes are awesome. I've seen it live, so Patrick can hit those, which is still awesome. And a lot of people say they don't like the sound of Patrick's voice in the last couple they released because they think it's a little overproduced. That's just the direction they want to go. They want to go futuristic. I don't think it's because they want to auto-tune Patrick's voice or anything like that. And I don't think it like takes away from his voice either, because you can still hear it underneath, you know, the vocal layering.
Gonna make you wonder why you even try. Gonna take you down and laugh when you cry. And I still don't know how I even survive. Hard times.
out in 2017 is Hard Times by Paramore. This was so long awaited by Paramore fans. Like, everybody wanted an album. I thought for a little while they were going to break up, like all the drama going on with them. And I was really excited to see what they were going to do. I had a feeling it was going to be very different because of everything that happened, everything that's gone on with them. You know, their first few albums kind of were all very similar in style, like a pop rock, alternative rock style. They never really strayed that far away from that sound since their first album. This one is a complete sound change. And do I think they did it right? Yes, for the most part. I'd say songs like Hard Times, Rose Colored Boy, Told You So, Fake Happy, all of those nailed it. They nailed this kind of old, like 80s influenced, poppy, but still kind of like an indie sound. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm not a music critic, obviously, but you know, I really do think they nailed it. But then there's other songs that I feel like fell a little bit short on that record. Hard Times, by far, I feel like is the strongest song on the record. I am so glad that they decided to release it first. A little bit disappointed that they released it first, to be honest, because I feel like I was like up here with Hard Times, then a little bit like lower, like, you know, because I do think Hard Times is the best song on the record. You know, it has very catchy melodies, very catchy chorus. I love the instrumental part at the end. It's just kind of, like, it still feels like a Paramore song, even though the style is so different. Not just because of Hayley's voice, but you could tell that they took things that worked from Ain't It Fun and kind of molded it into this, like, whole record. And I don't feel like you can do that for every single song, but for Hard Times, it absolutely worked for them, in my opinion. I'm really excited to see what they do in the future. I saw them live this year, which was amazing. Like, Hayley is so talented. Actually, the whole band, like, I know they only have 3 official members of the band right now, but the whole touring band they had was just amazing and fabulous. Like, I love watching big bands play together, you know, with a bunch of different sounds and a bunch of different instruments, and their live show is on point. Like, if you have not seen them yet, definitely go and see them whenever they tour again. Very, very awesome show. Very awesome song. I had this on repeat for so long. It got me really hyped for this new era of Paramore. Can't wait to see what they do next. Second favorite song of the year was Heaven by Paris. This was their first song released off of their new album, All We Know of Heaven, All We Need of Hell. I know I just talked about What's Wrong, which was the second song released, which I absolutely love, but I do think Heaven was a better song. Heaven got a lot of hardcore Paris fans excited because it sounded very similar to their styles on White Noise. But then I think it also got some new people interested in it because it did sound like a progression. Like, White Noise kind of seemed very like one-dimensional. Like, this, it just seemed like it had so many layers to it, so many like different sounds. Like, it felt like there was space in the record, like so much ambiance in this song, and I think it got people really excited for the record. Like, this song came out like a week after Young and Menace, and I forgot about Young and Menace after the song came out because I was like, this song is awesome. It's amazing. I love it. I love Lynn's vocals in this song. She, like, especially like that first verse where her voice just kind of like trails off before it gets to like the pre-chorus of the song. It's so beautiful. She is such a talented vocalist. And I love the bridge of the song as well because it's like something you would probably hear like back in like probably the 70s, like some old 70s rock song where you just kind of hear like voices in the background. Kind of reminds me of like, gives me like a Tears for Fears kind of vibe to it, which I think is awesome to even like incorporate sounds like that in a modern song. Paris is one of my favorite bands, and I got to see them perform Heaven twice, and both times has been phenomenal. Lyricism of the song, for one, you know, makes you really think, makes you feel. If you read through actually the whole album as a whole, it's like a story. It's like Lynn's feelings. It's like how she feels, and I absolutely love that about this song. Definitely one of the best songs of the year, in my opinion.
It's not true, even if it's not true. Yeah. 'Cause you're the last of a dying breed. Running into the wet concrete. I wonder if the therapist knows everything about me. I'm here in search of your glory. There's been a million before.
My number one song of the year. Can you guys guess it, even though you just watched a clip? Sure you can. Last of the Real Ones by Fall Out Boy. It's funny because I actually didn't review this song on my channel because this song came out when I was on vacation. And by the time I got back and I was going to review it, I was like, a lot of time's passed already and I don't really want to like review a song that came out a few days ago. That might be a little strange. I don't know. I probably should have just reviewed it. But I was so happy when I heard the song. Like, this was the first song they released after they announced that Mania was moved back to January. So there was a lot of expectation on this song. And it's funny because the song was released and I didn't listen to it yet. I got a notification from a few YouTubers I'm subscribed to who reviewed it before. And so I did like, you know what? I'm going to see what these YouTubers have to say before I listen to the song. Because I was just ready to get pissed off about it. And surprisingly, they weren't hating on it. And they actually liked it. And they hated everything else. So I'm like, okay, well, this seems kind of promising to me. So, you know, I listened to it. And I completely fell in love with the song. I honestly think this is one of their best songs in the last couple years. I think it's better than anything on American Beauty, American Psycho, and I didn't think I'd say that about any song on this album, the way I was feeling after Champion was released, but oh my gosh, I love this song. I love the chorus, I love the lyrics, I love the meaning of the song. Like, you know, a lot of times Fall Out Boy songs are about darker things, but this song is about, it's still twisted, but it's about like love and that passion you feel for somebody, such human emotion that everybody has felt. So everybody basically in the world can relate to that song. I love the piano incorporation in the song. I love the song with the piano. I love Patrick's voice. I love the bridge. I love the way Patrick sounds on the bridge. I love how the verses lead up into the chorus, so you get like a big build up and release. That's what I was hoping Champion would do, would build up and release, and it never did. But Last of the Real Ones builds, and you get a release of just awesome sound. Again, this is more of a pop rock song. Like, I'm not saying it's like an alternative rock song if you guys have never heard it. It's nothing like their earlier works, but I feel like in their new pop way. It's not Save Rock and Roll, because Save Rock and Roll I feel like was still different than this like pop sound they're going for now. But I feel like out of all the pop, you know, pop-centric songs that they've released, you know, this one is the best by far. I feel like they need to keep doing this. When they release Hold Me Tight or Don't, I don't feel like it was as strong as Last of the Real Ones, but I do feel like they're going in the right direction with this pop sound. I feel like they experimented with Young and Menace, which was fine. Champion, I feel like, was extremely mediocre, but then these two are just getting better, and it makes me so much more excited for Mania to come out next year. You guys don't even know how excited I am for Mania to come out. Like, I've heard Expensive Mistakes or Wilson Live already, and oh my god, like, I think that, I mean, it's from what I've heard so far, I feel like that one's gonna be my favorite, because it sounds like Foley to me. If you guys haven't seen any live videos of it, go check them out, unless you want to, like, you know, wait or whatever for the full album to come out. But I saw like a little like clip of the studio version on Pete's Snapchat story the other day, and I was like, it sounds so good. So yeah, but this is supposed to be about Last of the Real Ones. But yes, Last of the Real Ones so far is my favorite song I've heard off of Mania, of the studio versions anyway, and I'm so stoked for it, and it is easily my #1 favorite song of the year. That's gonna be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed all of my top 5 favorite songs of the year. Let me know what your guys' favorite songs are down in the comments below. I'd really love to know. If you guys have any thoughts on any of the songs I mentioned today, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to get a conversation started about these. Watch out for the next couple weeks. I'm going to be doing Take This to Your Grave, From Under the Cork Tree, Infinity on High, Fully Ado, Save Rock and Roll, and American Beauty, American Psycho. I'm going to be doing 6 album reviews before the release of Mania to get everyone hyped for it. I'm hyped for it already, if you can't even tell, so really excited about that. I'll probably do a couple more year-end lists before January 1st. What else do I got? I think that's it, but just be ready for some awesome new content from me. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope everybody, you know, is keeping warm. It's getting cold everywhere, even in Texas. Like, who would have thought it, you know? But, yeah, so I really hope you guys are having an awesome time. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.